to be grateful about something big that has occurred in your world is pretty easy if you really think about that. I mean, there have been times in your life and my life where you would really be grateful and happy for something that occurred, and usually it's a big thing. Other times, of course, during small things as well. But the problem here is, for most people, being grateful for the little things is pretty overlooked. So for the most part, they take things for granted, unless they're really big and majestic events, so to speak. But the attitude of gratitude is something that Wallace Wattles, in his book The Science of Getting Rich, dedicated a whole chapter to. Even though the chapters in that book in particular aren't very long either, compared to most books about metaphysics, about how to manifest your dream life, etc. But yet he made it a point to write over 100 years ago that being grateful, this attitude of gratitude, connects you with God. In his words, it connects you with the only creative power in the entire universe. Now that is huge. If that is really true, then we should start practicing this attitude of gratitude more consciously and more deliberately, and to actually become familiar with why we want to be grateful, especially for the little things. Because what happens if you're grateful for the little things is that you become grateful from a foundational point in consciousness itself. So it becomes your foundation of operating throughout your physical life. Now, gratitude is such a positive and uplifting energy that it allows you, as Wallace also wrote, to develop faith. So he took it to a point that is absolutely amazing. He said, if you can be grateful for the dreams that you currently have, the big goals, whatever they are, that you want to realize, that you want to achieve with your life, these wonderful dreams, right, that may seem impossible. If you can truly be grateful right now in this very moment and thank God for these dreams, then you will cause them to take on solid form, to become realities, basically. You will make it so that you will achieve it by that attitude of gratitude. Now, why is that? Because this is what we're getting at, ultimately, with this video. Why does gratitude help you achieve and manifest your dreams on earth? It's because the attitude of gratitude ultimately, as he described, generates faith, but it also is therefore this motivating factor within your very being that causes you to want to get up and do something about your dream. Really think about it. If you're grateful for having the dream to begin with, you will, and the more stronger this gratitude is, the more you will feel motivated to actually do something about it. Now, the beautiful thing is that no matter what our dreams are, we don't have to know from the start how we're going to achieve it to begin with. In fact, the bigger the dream is, the more the odds are that you have no idea how to actually achieve it. But something inside of you is making you feel, this is what I want. This is what I really want. This is what I would like to achieve. This is how I would like to live. You see, what I'm doing on my YouTube channel was such a dream for me. It was something I really wanted to do. Start to convey and share my own truths and insights concerning the power of consciousness with whoever is willing to listen to it. And as it grows, I can be grateful for that, of course. And it keeps growing, and that's really fun. But you see, I also had to get into that attitude of gratitude from the very start of this channel. And because of that, I had faith that it would develop into something, and I would just get up and get going. Would start making the videos, whatever I had to do. Now that is the same for you. Because ultimately, gratitude will develop into a form, into an energy and a feeling of enthusiasm within the depths of your own being. That enthusiasm, because you're so grateful about your own dream, about realizing that dream, you're having that faith, and it's developing more and more, will then motivate you to express elements of the dream that you can already express from your current circumstances. But if you lack gratitude, which most people sadly do, even if they have big dreams, well, you will not be truly motivated from within to do something about your own dream either. So can you be grateful for the small things in your life? Because this is important. If you're going to express and achieve your dream, it generally starts out small for all of us. But can you already be grateful for the small ways in which you can already express parts of your dreams? And can you be grateful for what comes back to you as you express small parts of the dreams? So again, example I can give you from my own is when I started this channel, it was a dream in my mind. See, one subscriber suddenly show up, right? Of course, there were a few, like 5, 6 subscribers from the start, but those were personal friends. So it's kind of like, just because they knew me already in person, they were like, yeah, I'll subscribe to your new channel and we'll see where it goes, man. It's kind of like that. But then beyond that point, even just seeing one subscriber show up, right? Could I be grateful for that? Of course I could be. I was like, hey, that's awesome. Somebody found my channel. What the hell? Like, out of nowhere, right? You post a video and suddenly someone shows up. For me, personally, that was a tiny little element of this bigger dream that I'm having. Now, ask yourself the question. In your life, if it is a similar goal that you have with YouTube maybe, or something totally else, it doesn't matter. Once something small shows up, can you be grateful already? Truly grateful? Because this is important. As you stay grateful for the little things concerning your dreams, no matter how small they may be at first, the more and stronger your faith will become, and the more and stronger you will become motivated from within to keep going, to keep growing, to keep doing stuff in order to express your dream. And then as you keep going and growing, it will obviously become bigger and bigger, starts to achieve more and more people. You realize you reach more and more people, and you start to achieve more and more things because of that in your life. So I've talked about this over the years in private with people, where I would say, are you grateful? And they would almost blatantly say, well, why would I be grateful? And I would say, well, if you see someone else succeed, right, can you be happy for them? They were like, why would I be happy for them? And that's the issue, because many people live from that mentality, from a very selfish point of view, which we all have to overcome at some point if we really want to discover the true power of our consciousness and our ability to manifest what we truly want. Because our wants, our desires are God-given. The true desires of your heart that you can feel throughout your entire being, that you should express, are always God-given. They are unique to you. In order for you to express yourself in a unique way as an individual while you're going through this physical journey. This is why the more grateful you can be by recognizing these wonderful dreams inside your consciousness, the more motivated you'll become to express them in time-space reality, giving your life a whole new purpose. And by being happy for others when they succeed, you are putting yourself in an uplifting vibration, emotionally speaking. Because we're talking about frequencies here of energy. So you put yourself in a very optimistic frequency if you can be happy for others succeeding, perhaps already in similar goals as yours. They might be way more successful already than you are. But just to be happy for them. Be like, that's awesome. That's beautiful to see. If you can start doing that, you put yourself in a very optimistic frequency. And that optimism, as you keep magnifying it, causes you to become more effective in achieving your own dreams. See, that is why we want to practice this attitude of gratitude, not just for ourselves, but for others around us as well. Especially for people that are doing similar things that we want to do. Instead of operating from a point of view, oh, I'm jealous, which also sadly many people are at times concerning others and similar goals. That's a very pessimistic and negative frequency to be in, because jealousy kind of undermines your own potential. If you're jealous, it's like in some way you're saying that you are not capable of achieving something similar as they are. Oh, they're better off than you, they have more than you, and you somehow cannot enjoy such a thing. Well, you can. If you learn how to use your mind, you can achieve your own wonderful dreams as well, and then you'll enjoy your life. And then the sad part is that others are going to be jealous of you. But then hopefully, because you've learned how to use your consciousness in order to outgrow your own old circumstances, you can at least try to remind them. You shouldn't be jealous. You can achieve your own dreams, your own wonderful dreams if you want. You gotta learn how to use your mind, first and foremost. And gratitude is one of those mental attitudes of consciousness that can really help you achieve your dreams way more rapidly. Because the more grateful you are, the faster inspiration starts to come to you. The more inspired ideas you start to develop inside your mind. Really test it out for yourself, because in my case as well, the more grateful I am concerning what I do with my YouTube channel in this case, the more rapidly ideas for videos come to me. The more subjects I seem to develop inside my consciousness where I can feel, oh yeah, I should talk about this from my point of view as well, because that is what this channel is all about. This is sharing my own truths with the world concerning consciousness, the power to manifest whatever you want. And it's going to be the same for you. If you learn to be grateful, as Wallace said, if you learn to be grateful for your dreams, even though they only exist within your consciousness right now, you have no physical evidence of them ever coming true, if you can be grateful regardless, then you will cause your dreams to turn into solid form over time. Because that attitude will just compel you to do whatever is necessary in order to express the dream. You see, happy people like to express their happiness with the world. If someone is depressed, they like to withdraw and kind of shy away from the world. They don't really want to be around people. But when you're happy, you don't mind sharing that at all. In fact, you get joy out of sharing your own happiness. Well, being grateful for your dream means you get joy out of sharing whatever you can concerning your dream already from your current circumstances, and then through a process of growth, your dream will expand more and more fully. It's like a flower. It starts to bloom and starts to express itself more fully over time. This is what we gotta understand and never forget. The realization of your dreams is a process of growth. And by being grateful, that growth can keep on happening for you in a very optimistic, consistent manner throughout your lifetime. Really analyze it for yourself and start experimenting with it, and you'll see that being grateful right now with whatever you've got will allow you to perceive greater and greater ideas for how you can express and realize your own dreams.